G'day guys and gals. So TB-7 is another bit of a rough one. It's increased enemy stats for lower speed on their end. It's not mega hard, but it's just a little bit chaotic. So what we're going to do is have Myrtle and Scavenger as vanguards, Cora and Gummy as defenders, so one healing defender. Cora, you don't need to use, you don't need her skill or anything like that. You can absolutely use Bubble or any other defender you like. Cora's just who I had. A Chaincaster is going to be your best friend in this, just because of where we're going to have them. Armia, now, as I always say with Armia when I am not telling people to use skill 3, use whichever of skills 1 or 2 you find the most comfortable. I'm not going to tell you to use one or the other. Whichever one you feel comfortable with. 2 healers, 1 Gavial and Suzerain. I'm using Suzerain with skill 2 because we probably will need it because towards the end a lot of damage goes around. Effie with skill 3 is invaluable for this map. Irene with skill 2. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush, guys. If you have Lapland, absolutely use her with skill 2. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Vigna. And last but not least, Ethan with his skill 1. And that's going to dot a lot of stuff and have a lot of extra damage thrown around, so that it'll help you out a lot. Outside of that, guys, if this helps you out, please leave a sub. Helps me out and I really appreciate it. So we're going to start by popping in Myrtle up here, somewhere out of the way. The same thing with our second Vanguard. Somewhere out of the way. Don't put them on this bottom row because they're just going to get shot at, and we're not putting healers in for a little while. We're basically relying on Myrtle's healing ability. Ethan in here. Yala in here. Now, I prefer to have her facing this way. You can face her down. I'm not going to tell you to not face her down, but where we're going to have our defender on this row, I think it's better to have Effie facing that way, off to the right. Keep cycling those defender skills. So as you can see, Ethan is tapping everything down on the bottom row as they walk past, which is great. Chaincaster here facing down. Again, Chaincaster's going to do exactly the same thing as Ethan. She's just going to sit there and poke everything as it walks past. So our first healer goes in over here. That's Suzerain. Cycle those deployment point skills again. Second healer in here. And by now your Ethan will probably be looking a little worse for wear, but that's okay. And we're going to take out Scavenger, because Scavenger won't cycle another skill before we need to take her out anyway, because these 3 shield guards are the ones we're looking for. So once those 3 shield guards out, you need to start basically getting ready to yank everything else out. So cycle whatever skills you need to. Vigna's done. And we're going to use Effie's skill. Then we're going to put Irene in here. And deployment order is mega essential in this, so that's why I'm being so anal about how I describe how I deploy stuff. Alright. So once Myrtle's skills run out, we're going to pull Myrtle out. We're going to put Cora in here. And last, Gummy. Once you've done that, you're set. For a while. For a little while. So what we want to do basically is manage Irene's skill as best as we can. So with these 2 guys, for example, we have 2 targets. Irene's skill hits 2 targets. Use it then. We have our next batch of shield guards. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Pudding Skill to hopefully maximize as much damage on those guys as we can before FD needs to cycle. Because FD basically will not kill all of these guys with her skill order. So once FD skill's done, we're going to cycle that. FD will make a mess of quite a lot, as you can see. But unfortunately, Shock Horror, we have one shield guard left. Not really Shock Horror. And one very dead one, but we don't need to worry about him too much. So this shield guard, we don't want to bullshit with. As soon as he gets there, we're just going to use a Arene skill. We're not going to bullshit with it, we're just going to go. So, what you see is what you get now. Ethan's working on this guy, bit by bit. Pudding can't attack anything, Effie can't attack anything, Gavial can't heal anything, Cora can't tank anything. Everyone's out. Alright. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to go Armia, Myrtle, Vigna. And that's what's going to happen. You can cycle those skills if you want, it's really up to you. I mean, especially if you did decide to come in with Myrtle with skill 2, once this guy starts hitting Myrtle, you can carry on and yeah, you bleed this out as long as you want to, really. So, Arene skill again. Armia's skill's about to proc, which will wreck everything in that area. And there it goes. So, yeah, nice and simple. It is a bit weird because if you don't deploy in the exact right order, those enhanced mortar guys will absolutely wreck your life. But you can make it easy, just make sure you concentrate on who goes down at what order. Alright guys, hope that helps out.